I know we're starting early. I have my reasons. So, let me explain them. Number one, we know that Noodles tries to come on when I'm live. So, what if I start up early or later than the day? Does he start streaming at the same time? Or does he actually want to have a set shift when he starts the show? Very interesting. Gonna be an interesting experiment for you guys to see if this works too. Alright, so let me send out the notifications to those people. Unfortunately, it's still 9:20 in the morning. People are still sleeping. Let's let Kristen know I'm live now. And, I slept pretty good in the neighborhood. Okay, so what I wanted to cover today is what I did yesterday. Virtually nothing. Just up sleep. Oh yeah, watch videos. And get a chance to regroup, resort my mind, trying to figure out where to put my life back together, both physically and metaphorically speaking. And so I am here and live. And I decided to start early because I wonder if Noodles, aka Needles, is actually trying to swipe audience from me by actually trying to divvy out the people between the two groups from being together at the same time. Now, he has supporters on his channel that watch my channel. And I'm wondering if what he's trying to do is to make his audience feel that they have to pick his side or my side. Personally, I think it's kind of stupid. But, they don't always think that way. And so that should be enough notifications going out right now. So Noodles has been trying to put his shows on when I have my show. How you doing, Kevin? And so I decided to start up a little earlier to see if that makes things go any better than at the normal 10 o'clock. It's not going to be a regular thing. Don't worry about it. All right, but we are going to do in a couple days is I'm planning to try to get a few morning shows on outside. The problem we have with the morning shows is that they get messy. I mean, how are you going to do it? You're going to grab the iMac or the iBook and then basically fire up OBS like we do here in the desktop, which means you're going to have drop frames all over the place. Are you, Rusty, what are you doing? Are you going to use the two cell phones? So one cell phone's recording you while the other phone you're reading the chat on. That's easier to lug out there. But the screen's smaller. Hey, Misty. Alright, come on. So what's the best way to do it? Outside, on the porch. Grab the other laptop that I used when me and Krista, which works fine, but unfortunately, to compile OBS for it is a lot of work. I gotta install something called Flatpak, which I have no idea what the hell that is. So if I was going to go by the easiest one, it would be to use the 2 cell phones. Next best easiest one is to use the MacBook or the iBook, which is an option as well. No. That would be possible with the MacBook, but I'm sorry, with the iBook. But I personally, or else it would be possible with the Linux laptop too, using the Linux software, and just use the webcam software that comes with Google. Rusty, what are you doing? Yeah, I know. I gotta get ready for the piano. So let me see if we can get this thing ready for the piano. Yeah. Get the other microphone plugged in. Due to the fact that this weekend I was de-stressing, I actually, as I said, I didn't do a blessed very much. Yesterday I went down to Cumbies and I picked a small pint of ice cream from Ben & Jerry's because they didn't have the good ice cream, Cumberland Farms ice cream. Let me check my levels, kitty. Oh. Get down. Alright. So we didn't have the good Cumberland Farms ice cream in stock because it was hot, so people bought it, a lot of it. And yeah, that's the easiest way using the YouTube webcam. And then I'd have to open up another window for the maybe I'll bring my second camera outside too, so I could actually be more focused on the screen and easier to. So that's an idea. Alright, now we got the panel up. Let's get the panel out there. Come on, Nightbot. Thank you. Like I said, we had a good. I spent a lot of time yesterday laying in bed, and same thing I did the day before. My hips were a little sore, just laying down for so long. I ain't doing Brian K. However, it was helpful for me to get some rest in, so I did. I know I said I wanted to play some Silvermoon radio, and I didn't do it. Today we gotta wash laundry, so I was able to run out the extension cord for the washing machine. No, I have not heard from Ed since Saturday. No, I don't know what's going on with Ed. I don't know if they found him a room, a house, apartment, a condo. I don't know anything about what they're doing or done. First of all, today is Monday, so today is going to be the day when he actually starts talking to the people he needs to talk to. How you doing, Gianni? So today will be probably the day. All right. Oh, Noodles wants to come on. Nah. Nah. We're not having Noodles on here. Hi, Innocent. How you doing? No, he's not a dog. And only a dog that does it when they're sick. Noodles is on. Yeah, I know. Actually, I'm normally up by now. I'm usually up by now. I decided to start a little early. Speaking of Noodles wants to come on, I'll have him on real quick. Talk quick.
Hey, Michelle. So, Michelle, I just want to let you know, all right, that I have been trying to get more people over to my channel. I wanted to show you how I did it. And I'm telling you, Michelle, if you need help, I can get people there. Michelle, I got like 4 new
I'm
people
sorry,
from
Noodles. I got
different...
1,169 subs right now.
Yeah, I know, but Michelle, what are you doing with them? Nothing. If all the subs
I
loved you,
disagree,
wouldn't they be
Noodles.
here?
Thank you for calling.
Michelle, come on, don't be like that.
I know. I'm a stinker, ain't I? Look, let's be honest here what Noodles is doing. He knows that my channel does work. And that is not my dog. No, I'm not in diva mode. I'm just trying to keep things from getting too crazy around here, especially when Noodles gets around here. Especially since I strongly sense he's the one who's been doing the child porming. Porming? Whatever. Yeah. Well, Noodles isn't exactly being forthright either, Brian K. He's rude to me. Sometimes I can be rude right back. I said to him, I'm in a hurry, make it quick. He starts carrying on. I said, okay, enough's enough. Bye-bye. Right now, my channel has been growing because we tend to cover things that might be more important to some people. Joe Biden and his administration says they're going to try to fix the problem with the baby formula. What, talk it to death? No, that's not going to work. Joe Biden talking it to death ain't going to solve the problem. You got to get you got to get all the baby formula companies together. You got to get all the baby formula companies together in the Oval Office. And you need to talk about how can we get the product on the shelves now? Do you guys need to work with more companies to make up for the loss of Abbott Laboratories? Can you guys work with the other food manufacturers and see if they can help to add some additional resources into that? That's the question. Well, some mothers still breastfeed. But some mothers don't make enough milk. Some mothers, because of breast cancer, have had radical mastectomies and don't have breasts anymore. Okay. And so, of course, formula is like the disposable diapers is much more convenient for moms because also the dads can feed the baby too with baby formula. Whereas unless the doctor starts giving him progesterone shots, he's not going to be making milk for his baby. Although he does have fully developed mammary glands, but the problem is he's not likely to be lactating. No, actually, wet nurses still exist. They even have breast milk banks now. Breast milk banks. Just like blood banks, except it's for milk. And so the mothers can go there to the breast milk banks and get breast milk. It's pasteurized. I don't know anything about breast milk banks, but wet nursing still does exist, believe it or not. Yeah, I know Patty. Yeah, I know her. I met her on the show. She was on one of my chats. She was on one of my panels in the past. Yeah, I know. I know Patty. I know Pansy, and I know. Um, yeah. I can't believe my mind's slipping. Oh, the other one there. Yeah, I keep it for some reason. Her name just slipped my mind for a second. Rosie, there he is, Rosie O'Kelly. I know both of them through the YouTube. I don't know them in person. No, our mother said just sell the breast milk to the milk banks, just like they sell blood to blood banks. Especially if the mothers are not actually nursing, or if they make a lot of extra milk that they don't need, they can indirectly. I don't know him personally. I never talked to him personally. The funny thing is I had a female cat. They had 4 kittens. And what I'm going to talk about in the cat is the same thing that some human women are running into. They don't make enough milk. 3 of her kittens died because they couldn't get enough milk. The 4th kitten, he found all the teats that had milk in it, and he was drinking all the milk, and the other kittens died. And he grew up to be a big cat. The At the same time, we found 3 abandoned kittens down in the basement that looked like the 3 kittens that died, and we brought those 3 kittens up. At first, my cat wasn't too happy about the kittens, but then again, she saw they looked like hers, and she took them under her paws. Oh, what the hell? Put Noodles back on here again. I don't really want to deal with Noodles that much. Noodles, what do you want?
Michelle, is this a jealousy thing? I'm getting text messages saying jealous.
Noodles, would you like to talk about today's topic instead of talking about channels, ratings, getting more viewers? How about, for example, what do you know about the situation with the shortage of the baby formula, and how has it been affecting men and women that you know that have children?
Well, again, all the baby formulas in Ukraine, $40 billion of it. And the other thing is, I noticed that you accused me of being the child porn bomber.
Well, if you didn't do child porning, then someone who did.
Well, who do you think it was, Michelle? It's your buddy Yam Ranch. It's your buddy Botter, and probably Anderson Henderson. Anderson Henderson was
No, it's
known
not
for
Botter.
dating underage girls.
I can tell you straight out, it's not Botter, and Yam Ranch isn't doing
How do
it.
you know that?
All right, let's get back to the main topic. Stop deflecting. All right, now, what do you think they're going to do, or what should they do to try to increase availability of baby formula?
Well, first they should start milking Tiger Kitty's breast. She has the most beautiful breast I've ever seen in my life. She's got a very beautiful.
Is
breast.
everything a joke to you, Mister?
Yeah.
Little babies are starving because they can't get any of the food that they need, and you're making jokes about Tiger Kitty's nipples.
But why doesn't Tiger Kitty you start lactating? I don't think you have to be pregnant to lactate. I mean, can you lactate, Michelle? You can't do anything about it. Tiger Kitty can do something about it, and I'm surprised Tiger Kitty isn't doing anything about it with those beautiful breasts.
Well, we're doing okay. All right, so what do you suggest that mothers should do when they have no baby formula and they can't
again,
breastfeed?
I don't understand why these babies are without milk. I mean, they have mothers, right? So what about the mothers? Why aren't the mothers breastfeeding these babies?
Some of them are breastfeeding noodles, but they don't make enough. They don't make enough breast milk. Some of them cannot breastfeed because they had breast cancer, had a mastectomy, and don't have any breasts left.
So you're saying that these women, only the women without breasts, are having problem not getting their children the nutrition that they need. I mean, women produce milk when they get pregnant.
They do. The problem is, do they make enough?
Wasn't there such a thing as wet nurses or something?
Yeah, there's such a thing, and there's also breast milk banks too.
Why doesn't Tiger Kitty become like a freaking wet nurse?
Because she's not interested in being a wet nurse or donating breast milk to a breast milk bank. Although I suppose she could donate milk.
If I had breasts like that, I'd be donating breast milk all the time to babies.
Well, if I understand it correctly, it's just like a cow. It only can generate milk for so long after your baby's born before you run out. As your body resets itself. So usually after years,
I'm going to be serious, Michelle. I really don't understand how there's a shortage of baby formula when there's all these women out there getting pregnant and they're supposed to be breastfeeding. They're supposed to be breastfeeding these babies. So why are they using the formula? I don't get it.
Well, because sometimes
how do we survive millions of years
because
without
sometimes noodles, as I said, the mother may not have enough breast milk. Or she may have had breast cancer and had a mastectomy and has no breast tissue left in that case. Or she might be a working mother and the only one home right now taking care of the child is the father. Unless he starts taking progesterone shots, he's not going to be lactating very likely. Yeah, what's going on with you and Tiger Kitty? What is the vexation with Tiger Kitty this morning? What did she do to you?
Because someone sent me pictures of her boobs, and they were Michelle. They were like the nicest boobs I've ever seen in my life. And I wouldn't just say that. I don't really like this woman, but I got to be honest.
Yeah, and you probably saw my boobs too. And what did you think of them?
I never saw your boobs.
Oh, they sent you pictures of Tiger Kitty.
No, I did. I remember. I ended up in the hospital, finally ill.
Right, 14-year-old. That's true. We have. The problem is thanks to industrial technology, we have kind of painted ourselves into an industrial corner, if you want to know what I'm saying.
Why don't all these lesbians start fucking producing milk? I mean, they can still produce milk. They're not really doing anything.
I don't know who's been donating to the breast milk banks. I can find out. But we know that basically by nature, the breast milk that a mother gives is basically tailored for her baby's specific needs. And it also depends on the age of the baby. So if the baby in this case is like 2 weeks old, it's going to need a formula or breast milk that's more tailored for those needs of a 2-week-old. You know,
Yeah, but isn't almond
versus
milk
say
more
9 months
healthy?
old,
Why don't
where
we
they
just
could probably
give all these
start getting
babies
ready
almond
to eat more closer to normal milk.
milk? Just give them almond milk. Milk's supposed to be great.
Yes, men can make milk. In fact, it has happened a couple times. And it can be useful technology. You know, especially if they're raising the baby and because the mother's working. If he wants to go through and talk to an endocrinologist and start taking the progesterone shots and the other stuff, maybe he can make milk to feed the baby. But that would be between him and his doctor to discuss the suitability of that.
Michelle, have you ever lactated?
I don't know what relax date it is.
No, have you ever lactated out of your breasts?
Not that I remember.
So again, no guy in the history of guyness has ever lactated out of their breasts. Whoever's telling you that is a joker
Right.
and a con artist.
Exactly, Chris. Exactly. The mother's working, and it's the father or maybe even the grandparents that are raising the child.
The kid or the mother's career? Let me ask you a question. What's more important, the kid or the mother's career?
I suppose. I guess they could. I mean, okay.
And no offense, but how hard is it? How hard is it to stick a baby on your fucking tit and just have it suck away? I mean, come on.
If your mammary glands are actually not lactating, it ain't gonna do you any good. Also, your teat's kind of small unless you're actually lactating when it goes a bit bigger to allow the baby to grab onto it and with the suckling action. Okay, it's.
I mean, don't they have pumps that these women could just throw on their breasts and go to town, and the baby always has fresh milk?
Yeah, some mothers do use a breast pump. Yes, they do. And then,
so again, why?
And that way they can prepare the bottles in advance.
So my other question is, if baby formula can be produced in a facility or a factory, how come people can't make it at their house?
Good question, because the FDA doesn't have any way of regulating it at your house. In fact, I think that's one of the reasons why I think that maybe the FDA should simply give the warning up and saying, as you make your formula, you're on your own, kid. We're not going to be able to regulate to make sure it's pure or not contaminated or whatever. But if you want to make formula for your own use, fine. They should do that.
Why don't all these women that got abortions, because they were probably about to lactate, I'm sure they can produce.
Krista's got a statement for you. She says noodles at the mother does not go to work in the world. Are they going to survive? The mother, someone in the family, has to work in order to put a roof over their babies. Both of them are important.
You're talking a baby.
So no one's saying that no one should work. I think maybe what Noodles is saying is that maybe the man needs to put on the pants of the house and go to work.
Yeah, but all she's got to do is hook her breasts up to a pump, and the baby has milk. So I don't understand why.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. You're absolutely right, Gianni. Yes, postpartum women can still lactate.
I mean, if women are complaining about working and breastfeeding, Come
Well,
on.
Brian Kate, let me
Men can do it.
answer this question away in another industry where we get milk from cows. Okay, now we all know
Why
that
don't we
in
just
the
get them from
dairy,
pigs?
usually nowadays we have the cows hooked up to milking machines. Okay, we don't see men and women sitting there squeezing the teats to get the milk out. We just slip the milkers on the udders and let the machine do the job, right? Well, I guess it's the same as your question. What about the human beings? Well, breast pump kind of works the same way. It helps to get the milk out of the nipples and into the container that could be later refrigerated and served to the baby. I don't think we've heard any dairy farmer saying that squeezing the teats is any better than actually, just using a milking machine.
And that's how we get our milk, right? We squeeze the ever living milk out of cows. So
Oh,
correct.
clearly the milking machine's more efficient because they can actually milk a cow much faster than trying to do it in the buckets. So
How much milk does a baby need? Babies are kind of small.
good question. Let me ask that to Siri. All right, Siri. I'm gonna ask on my phone because it's a little bit less irritating. All right. How much breast milk does a human baby need in a day?
Here's what I found.
All right. Okay. I got one article here from Google. It looks like it's gonna be kind of long. I'll just try to give it a quick, short one here. How much express milk will a baby need? How much milk do babies need? What is the baby? Okay, let's take a look at this first one. Okay, many mothers wonder how much express breast milk they need to have available if they're away from the baby. In exclusively breastfed babies, milk intake increases quickly during the first few weeks of life and then stays about the same between 1 and 6 months, though it can increase shortly during growth spurts. Current breastfeeding research does not indicate that breastfeed intake changes with baby's age or weight, but between 1 and 6 months. After 6 months, breastfeed intake will continue to be the same until sometimes after 6 months. Okay, so the question is let's see, give a rough idea here. Okay,
How are we supposed to
the
get to Mars
research
if we can't
tells us that
eat steak? I don't get it.
exclusively breastfeed babies take an average of 25 ounces, 750 milliliters per day between the ages of 1 month and 6 months. Okay, so that's like 3 cups, guys. That's just about 3 cups of milk.
Okay, that's not that hard. Come on, guys. Come on, ladies. Let you complain about these men not manning up. Ladies, lady up. Come on. Just squirt a little fucking breast milk in these babies' mouths. You don't need fucking
So
you don't need breast
basically,
formula.
for babies that are breastfed milk exclusively,
Michelle,
it takes about 3 to 4
lazy
cups of
moms out
milk a
there.
day.
There's a lot of lazy moms out there.
What's the status of a stimulus check? There ain't none.
So why aren't you asking moms out there why are they so lazy? Why can't they just fucking breastfeed?
What Krista said. What if the mother is the one?
Siri, why all these mothers in America are lazy and they can't breastfeed their babies? They need breast form.
Because in this crazy world right now, the woman may be the breadwinner and the guy may not be. Right now, more people hiring women than hiring men right now.
Again, there's certain things that I do around the house I don't get paid for. All right, like I feed my dogs. I feed my dogs every day. So how is it that a woman who's working cannot breastfeed their baby?
If she uses a breast pump and she goes ahead and she collects about
that's like That's like if my dogs
about
ate
3
piss and
cups of
shit,
milk a day
right?
and keeps it in a baby bottle or refrigerator and just
Yeah, but
has a
Michelle, I
partner or
produce.
whatever warm it up to room temperature at the time of nursing the baby, she'd be fine. The problem is that not all mothers want to go through that
Michelle,
much
listen.
effort.
You're. I produce certain things every day. I shit every day. I take a piss every day. Sometimes I even jerk off. Right? I find time to do that. And again, if my dogs were eating my shit, piss, and semen, they would be they wouldn't starve. Trust me. And I work all day.
All right.
So explain this to me.
All right, so Noodles, I'm gonna let you go right now, but thanks for being on the show. Okay.
All right, you're welcome for the views, Michelle. You're
Yeah.
welcome for the
Bye
views.
bye.
Don't be so jealous. All right, thank you.
Bye bye. Is he not listening or what? All right, there are mothers that are the primary breadwinner in the family, and the reason that happened is because lately women have been bringing in more revenue than the men, and they get paid better jobs. So, unfortunately, because of that reason, the women, I don't have time to breastfeed. No, but they could use a breast pump. They certainly could do that. What do you mean there's no be green? There's no need to be green. What do you mean by that? Ugh. All right, let me get the panel back open for people to start coming on. You think? All right, so the channel's doing good because we try to cover real world topics. There's a lot of channels on YouTube that cover pomp and circumstance and that's true. That's true. But that's because cows have been bred to produce more milk than the calf can use. Okay? Because of the excess of milk is sold, by the farmer to other people. Yeah. So Vera says, why do you keep repeating the same old line? Yeah, the cows produce. And I guess I suppose in naturally large breast tissued women are certainly capable of producing plenty of milk, maybe more than they need. Because just like the cows, they've been bred, but they're not been bred for making more milk, but bred for looks. But I wonder if they have more mammary glands to produce more milk, so that more milk would be available from them. That would be an interesting question. It's fine. It's fine. He's in treatment for it. But I haven't talked to Ed since Saturday. Stan's been in contact with him more than me. I was hoping that Stan would come on today, but he's not here. Okay? No, I wasn't. Nice making me sound better than I am, but the truth is, I'm just an old, poor, basic, registered blind person living in Winston, Connecticut, which is a two-horse town. Oh, fuck. That's my house phone, guys. Hold on a minute. That's a house call. Forgot I had the ringer on. I didn't really know what I'm going to do with Syria. Or captives. Alright, so, for those of you who didn't understand, I'm going to explain now. The home phone is no longer connected to the Google Voice. That call that came through, which I missed because I had to get up to get to another phone, was a Google Voice call, or was a home phone call. Maybe for Ed, maybe his doctors, maybe his visiting nurse, whatever. We don't know. Right now, the Aleppo is a city. I believe it's in Afghanistan. But anyway, like I said, I want to make sure people are provided for. I want to make sure people are happy and healthy. And I'm doing all right. How are you? I'm doing okay. How old are you anyway, Scottish Dave? What's your approximate age? Let me ask. Oh, Google moderator isn't even here. At least it's not showing up here. Oh yeah, I see that. I haven't seen them in a while. Hello, Google moderator team. How's it hanging? Yeah. Right. Okay, it's in Syria. I was close. Okay, so you're younger than me. Yes, I know. You told me. Which club did you play for? Did you play for like Manchester United, or did you play for some other team over there? Probably Scottish, specifically a Scottish team. It was ringing earlier, yes. I'll have to check the voicemail later. I already know it was ringing. I already told you I'll answer it later. It's probably. I will answer it later. No, I don't know who it is. Let me answer it. Hello? Alright, let me get the panel. Oh, Noodles is back again. Oh, God. Alright, Noodles, what?
So I looked it up, Michelle. There are breast milk banks all over the country. So any woman that is struggling to breastfeed their babies because they have a career or whatever.
Hello?
Oh, and by the way, Michelle,
How you
can
doing?
you ask Burger Boy if he's got a fat mom that he lives with? Does Burger Boy live with a fat mom? Burger Boy, I know who you are. All right.
I don't know where.
Holy Christ. Michelle, did
Yeah,
you not
he lives with his fat mom.
Hey, Noodles. Michelle, did you not
Hey,
hear
what's up?
Did you not hear your phone ringing, Michelle? Your phone was literally just ringing like 5 seconds ago, Michelle. Maybe there's
Yeah, I know that. It's my home phone.
Right. It could be Ed or something. You don't.
No, he would call me on my cell. He doesn't remember my home phone. Could have been a nurse.
Right. So why don't you answer the phone? That's the point.
Because obviously I can't answer the phone right at this minute.
What's stopping you?
The show is. Besides that, I tried to get up to answer the phone and they hung up before I can get to the other phone.
It's ringing now. It's literally ringing right now. Can you not hear it? Jesus.
Yeah, I can hear it on the side phone.
Answer the phone.
Go ahead.
Called like 5 times.
Our cars will break down, and when they do, the repair.
Oh my God.
I think I know how to take care of that problem. There we go.
I just want to tell you your phone is ringing.
No more ringing phone. There you go. So yes, there are breast milks all over, banks all over the country.
Maybe Burger Boy's fat mom can start producing all the milk for all the moms who can't.
No, stop picking on people. Come on. Can't you ever keep anything serious? Why are you attacking Burger Boy?
Because, Michelle, I know what this guy's doing. He's attacking people. He's attacking Abby.
All right, I don't know who he's attacking right now.
You just asked me a question. You just asked me a question. Let me friggin' answer you, okay? The guy goes around making these videos about people in pain. Michelle, the reason why he's here is because he's trying to document your pain, okay? Your pain and suffering. Everybody here wants to see you have a good time, Michelle. This guy, I'm telling you right now, your fat mom is gonna get a couple calls, okay? And you're gonna be taken off of YouTube. Burger Boy.
All right. Well, first of all, I don't believe in making fun of people. I don't care if it's Burger Boy or you, for that matter. Right now, I've got a show to do. I got people talking about the original topic, and I'm gonna get back to the original topic. Okay.
All right. So
thanks for
yeah,
information confirming about the breast milk thing. So
thanks all over the place. All right.
All right. You have
Bye,
a nice day.
Bye.
Bye. No parents let breastfeed when they can. Yeah. Just to answer the phone and be safe. First of all, here's the problem right now. The phone system is not set up for the studio line. The studio line phone system was still connected, but unfortunately at the same time, when it rings, because if it is a nurse or whatever for Ed, it has to remain personal because of HIPAA. I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to deal with that, with the show, because some of the things haven't been straightened out yet. Not all of mothers making milk every day equal up to the maybe 25 ounces of baby at one. Right, that's right. So I told you they drink about 3 cups, 3 to 4 cups of milk a day. Which means even in mothers that are breastfeeding, they might still use formula to supplement what they're not able to make enough of. All right, hold on. I'll take this call on the other phone. What? Hold on, just got me out the door. All right. All right. Hello. I'm waiting on somebody else's door, not yours. Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. All right. So. Hello. Hello. It's junk mail. Uh. Hold on. Michelle, it's junk mail. I know. Go away! Who is this? Now, it's somebody being a pest. Phone scammers. Let me fix something. Okay. I try to figure out this phone line thing. No, I never heard of that one. The functional. I still gotta figure something out here. I get plenty of views. The problem is okay. Nobody likes noodles for the most part on the show. Krista don't. I don't. No. You know, I'm gonna check one more thing here. Hold on a minute. See if the problem with that ring generator is only on that one check. Hold on a minute. Let me call my kitchen phone. All right. Right. Yes. Shut up. It's not even legitimate callers. It's just. Alright, so what I had to do was move the phone from 38 to 41 because for some reason 38 wasn't giving the ring voltage. I have my own channel and I have mods. Noodles has the best. He's okay. Somebody obviously knows my private home phone number. I'm not giving my number out. It's 4692821 is the studio line. The 4 is 2 to my private phone. The private phone has been disconnected from the studio line. It's a little warm. What's the temperature where you are right now, Andrew? Not every. There are people who know my home phone that are doing harm, and they know I know it, and they know I can find out who they are because I still have caller ID on it. At least it shows up in my voicemail. My phone number is my cell phone number now. I have a new home phone number. That's different. It's not even published in the phone book. Oh, okay. You mean Fahrenheit? I was gonna say Celsius. You must be having a heat emergency. Uh, right now, where I am, it's 24 degrees Celsius right now. Expected high is 25. Tomorrow is going to be a high of 21. That'll be a good day to wash the kitchen floor. Let's see. Yeah. Google Voice bullshit. Maybe I should just get my Google Voice phone number completely disconnected and start over from scratch. Well, I understand that. Because right now we got the warm fingers from the south coming in and noodling New England, so and some of the upper Midwest states. It's spammers spamming. I pick them up, and all they're playing music and advertisements. Krista, they're not even legitimate phone calls, and that's not even connected to the show phone anymore. The phones are not even connected anymore to the show phone. I might be doing one on the porch maybe tomorrow. Somebody has got my home phone number, my private home phone number that I never published anywhere, and they're calling it, spamming it repeatedly during the show. Only during the show. They're not doing it when the show's not in progress. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, we had 27 degrees yesterday. Yeah, I got hot. I can't afford to keep changing their phone number. Right. I don't mind 72, 71, 72 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 20, 21. That's fine with me. I'm not into sports. I couldn't tell you if the Rangers are going to win or not. That'd be more Ed's area. Andrew asks, I don't understand anything about Celsius temperatures. Basically, 68 degrees Fahrenheit is 20 degrees Celsius. So if the temperature says 27 degrees, all you have to do is take 7 degrees, multiply it by 2 for 14, and then add it. Then it comes out to be 84 degrees. 82. 82 degrees. That's a quick, dirty mathematical way of doing it. And if you want to do it another way, you can use 10 degrees as a base. 10 degrees is 50 degrees Celsius. Or 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So 27 degrees. I've seen 17. 17 times 2 is 4 carry the 1. Then 2. And that you get, again, 84. 80, yeah. I do pretty quick math in my head a lot of times, but sometimes I do make mistakes in mathematical calculations. But that's my microphone. It's just a normal Monday, I guess. All right, get up there. Oh, okay. There's Scottish football team. Okay. There's also New York Rangers, which I believe is also I believe an American football team as well. No news and nothing yet. They didn't tell me anything. Oh, it's not really that new. I warned it a few times on the show. I'm trying to kind of begin the process of sorting out my house and sorting out my life. And Craig, you want to come on the panel? I can put the panel up right now. It's not a problem. Just closed it for a while because the noodles was getting on my nerves, but and then the phone kept ringing crazily because somebody got my private phone number, and the next thing you know it. Alright, I don't want noodle. I'll tell you what, noodles. Let me get Craig on first, and then you guys can powwow it out. Yeah, he changed his mind fast. Yeah. Come on, Craig. The phone's on. I mean, the panel's on. Andrew, why don't you come on too? I would love to hear from you too. Oh, why not Anderson Henderson too? All right, let's get Craig on first. Craig, hurry up and get on here. Ah! Noodles, all right, go ahead, Noodles. Let me get a couple of my buddies on here too.
Okay. So just tell me when you're ready to go, Michelle, because I got some questions for you. Do you know somebody by the name of Devar? Devar?
Who?
Devar. That's D-E-E-E-E-E-V-A-A-A-A-A.
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, so you don't know who that is, right? Does anybody else in the that you're close to know this person? Maybe someone you do you that participates in the show.
Tiger Kitty's coming on.
Okay.
Go ahead, Tiger Kitty.
Good morning, Michelle. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm having a
How about it, Andrew? You want to come on too? It's DVR.
So Michelle,
Yeah, I know
question.
DVR.
Who did you give your phone number out to, Michelle? Who did you give your phone number out to that these people are now harassing you with?
Excuse me, Noodles. As far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna get that. I might go get that Google Voice number disconnected today.
Okay. Well, do you know anyone by the name of DVR? About DVR?
DVR still knows how to reach Michelle.
I'm just letting everybody know. I know what's going on over here, and you want to keep it up. Keep it up. All right. Keep it up, and
what
no,
are you
again,
talking about?
I will go to the police about you people. Keep it up.
Look, I've missed
You guys are in here. You guys are in here bullying this woman. All right, giving scammers her fucking phone number, putting her on friggin' home advisor and all this shit. Come on. Michelle, think about it. Who'd you give your phone number to, Michelle? Who has it?
You.
So what is the police gonna do with scammers?
All right, guys, just be fully, you know. I mean, I'll play games with you guys.
The ones the police don't give a fuck about
I know who DVR is. I know who all these people are. I'm telling you right now, Michelle. You want people to get to the bottom of this? Find out who you gave your phone number to, Michelle. Okay, I gotta go. Good luck with everything, Michelle.
Go fuck yourself, Noodles. All right.
Oh, Michelle. honest to God, let me
I
say
bought a
this.
new headset without a mic. It was a risk by.
Michelle. I actually got up late, so I've just logged
Somebody's
on.
got my private home phone number, and they're calling it during the show and
Right,
driving
well,
everybody crazy.
who have you given that to? Because no
Our
one's got
Google
that.
Meets number is no longer. I mean, Google Voice number is no longer connected into the system anymore.
But I mean, like, I only have your mobile number. I wouldn't have
Right.
that number either.
You're right.
So,
I know you don't have my home phone number. I'll give you my home
who's
phone
got
number
that
too.
then?
Although
No, I
I
don't
did
want
leave,
it.
I did
Don't
leave
give
you
me it.
messages on the snow phone, but you never got back to me.
That's because when I tried to get the messages off the secret phone, it doesn't work. So I'll talk to you about that after.
What do you mean it doesn't work? What does it say?
Um,
It doesn't know your PIN?
Yeah. So we'll sort that
Oh,
out after.
well, the PIN's easy. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay.
But you can change it later.
All right. Carry on with the show.
All right. So how are you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Got up a little bit late this morning. As you can see, I'm a bit late. It's very damp and miserable here.
Burger Boy says never before in the history of internet trolling has anyone been less deserving of attention than Michelle.
Oh, Burger Boy, I agree with you.
Well, I don't want to deal with the trolls. I mean, I'd like to try to have a legitimate conversation with real people.
Well, how could anyone have got that number, Michelle?
It's not even in the phone book.
Well, you must have given it to somebody.
No, I didn't give it to anybody. At least nobody
Well,
on the channel.
I don't know. Maybe you accidentally gave it to somebody. I don't know. I don't know, Michelle.
Well, I never even said it out loud on the show either. DVR is just another person that...
DVR is excellent.
Yeah, he has an interesting channel in its own right where he calls up scammers and turns the tables on the scammers. There's another guy who does the same thing, but he actually destroys their computers.
Michelle, did you ever give your number to Rachella?
No. Not that I remember giving that number out, no.
I don't know, though. It's very strange. Thing is with you, Michelle, is sometimes you accidentally reveal things. Like you'll be showing someone
Well,
how
that
to
person
log in.
didn't do much except play a lot of advertising. Well, Rachella's not even here anymore. So why are we dragging up the past? But there was thought of, I hope you people out the way you, Craig says, Burger Boy, thank you very much. It's much appreciated the way I was brought up is to help people out the way. Then if you need help, you get older like I am, it gets back to you like karma. Yes, I was taught that too.
Well, I know, well, I don't know, but I would say it was Noodles, but I don't know how he got your number.
Oh, I wouldn't put it past him. I think he was one of the people who did get my home phone number because he has my private cell phone number.
Well, that's a different number.
Because I may have given him my phone number years ago.
Michelle. Okay. How much does it cost to change a number?
Huh?
How much does it cost to change the number?
It costs about $40 for home phone.
Maybe we can get that changed. Let's not worry about it too much. Right, I'm going to make my tea. I haven't even made my tea yet, so.
I got my voicemail anyway, so I can always go back and check the voicemail and see if it's legitimate callers.
All right. Well, you carry on with the show. I'm just going to go and make some tea.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'm hoping Craig is going to come on the panel real quick this morning. Eye drops are supposed to come today, I believe. Craig, did you say the eye drops are coming today? I believe he told me in a text message. Let me go back and look. Yeah. Let's see. I don't see information. Or is it someone else that sent me some? Oh yeah, Billy's sending me some oatmeal. Craig said he was sending 6 months supply of eye drops, but I didn't get a verification tracking number or anything. So could you text me later with that information, Craig, so I have it? Or did you originally text it to my phone? Oh, it's coming Thursday. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for it. You know, this is like the CIA used to do bad stuff in the past. I will jump on panel tomorrow. That'd be nice to have you on the panel, Andrew. And maybe Scottish Dave could come on too. And maybe we can get JoJo on here, because we can get JoJo, Tiger Kitty, Scottish Dave, Andrew S. Maybe even find Scottish Stacy. That would be interesting. What do you think, Tiger Kitty? Okay. Okay. I know Billy S sent me a message. Billy sent me a message about the oatmeal. I saw 2 huge honking boxes downstairs yesterday night, and I said to myself, "Oh God, please! I hope they're not for us. They're very heavy." No, they were for a neighbor. Thank God. They were huge. I don't like the Forsaken. Sorry, I'm not into the Forsaken. You won't. I'd like you to come on the panel sometime. Maybe you, Andrew S., Scottish Stacy, JoJo, and Tiger Kitty. You have a big, UK EU shindig. Get everybody.
Well, I am here. I am here.
Yeah, I know. You're in the United States. I know. That's the only difference. But it'd be nice to get all the British and Scottish people together talking to each other. How you doing, Chipmunk Sunday? I said I would like to get you, Scottish Stacy, Andrew S., JoJo, and Tiger Kitty all on a panel together and have kind of like a UK EU shindig kind of thing where we could all talk. Now, I know that Tiger Kitty lives in the U.S., but she's still by nature from the UK as well, as she's not American citizen yet.
What about Greg? See if Greg wants to come up.
Of course, Craig can come on.
Not Craig, Greg.
Greg. Which one's Greg?
Greg.
Anybody can come on. You know what I'm saying. As long as they're not dropping child pornish on my panel.
Yeah, or any porn for that matter. But especially not that one.
Nah, not that. Not any of that. See, notice the phone has gone silencio. I gave up. Now, at the end of the show, I will check my voicemail. And also, probably at the end of the show, I'm going to be disconnecting Google Voice and getting rid of that phone number too. Maybe.
Oh, Scottish Dave is a real person.
I know he's a real person.
Oh, I thought that
Noodles is back.
Michelle, I just got a question for you. Do you know what gang stalking is by any chance?
Oh,
I'm
my
serious.
Noodles,
Tiger,
you're
don't you
acting.
think there's
You're
a possibility
acting.
that's what's going on here?
Your acting is getting better. I've got to give it.
You know, I'm being serious. I'm being serious for 2 seconds. Because now I'm starting to realize what's going on. So, do you think that this is possible? That there's gang stalking going on, and Michelle's a victim of it?
No.
Tiger Kitty lives in the Washington, D.C. area.
What's today's date, Michelle?
Well, then you're in the gang, aren't you?
Well, I'm going to ask you, do you believe in it? Do you believe that it's happening to you?
Well,
You can accuse me. You can accuse me. I'm just asking you, do you believe it's happening?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But you're the one who doxed me, though, aren't you?
Tiger Kitty is on the record saying that she doesn't believe that anybody's being gang stalked.
Yeah, I'm on the record saying that it was new.
I think I've seen it. That name looks familiar too on Rosie's. I haven't been on Rosie's much.
That's a.
And Tiger Kitty, for the record, you're saying that you don't think that anyone got Michelle's phone number and gave it out to someone, and then they give it out to like an organization.
Well, that organization. But look,
just a question. I want you on record saying.
Want me on record?
Well, listen, I believe it's happening. I believe it's happening, and I'm telling you right now, and you're saying no way.
I don't think I'm a targeted anything.
Really?
Yeah, really. I don't think I'm targeted anything.
So you don't think there's a group of people out there?
I don't dismiss the possibility.
You don't think there's a group of people out there, be it 3, 4, maybe even 2, that are doing this to you, Michelle?
Yeah, if you look to the side chat, Noodles is the king of torturing mentally ill. I absolutely believe Noodles is behind.
Okay, so you're on the record of accusing me of doing this, right? I just want you to be on the record.
Me. You doxed me.
How did I dox you?
Well, right now we're at 22.
So you're on the record. You're on the record saying that I doxed you.
Yes,
what else?
That's true.
Well, keep talking.
Did you or did you not send my information to Cruiser?
I did not.
You liar!
I'm a liar? Okay, so
Cruiser, where is Cruiser?
You believe I did that, right?
I know you did.
You're accusing me of this, right? Publicly.
I know you did.
Okay. So, for the record, now Tiger Kitty is saying that he's accusing me.
For the record, everyone can hear what I just said. They don't need you.
Yeah, I just want to. When we go to court over this, right?
Yeah.
I want to make sure that this is all recorded. What else, Tiger Kitty?
What do you mean, what else?
What else? What else are you going to accuse me of?
You're a very strange individual. That's all.
How am I strange? How am I strange?
Really
if someone was accusing you of this, wouldn't you want to know so you could bring him to court?
You're the very strange individual that I'm beginning.
Oh, I am?
I'm beginning.
So you don't believe that this woman's being gang stalked? There's not a group of people that are messing with her, and you believe that I doxed.
I'm beginning to think you believe your own lies. That's what I think, and I think it's getting scary.
You're saying that I'm a liar too, yes. Right? You think I'm a liar?
Yes.
Publicly, you're going to say that?
Yes.
Yeah. That's all I wanted, Michelle. All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
You know what they need to add is a button on this thing? A button after they leave, you can click on it and say, and stay off. I don't know. They,
That's funny, Burger Boy. He says Noodles is a drive-by.
What did Burger Boy say? Noodles is just a drive time music. Biz Marty. Cheap, boring, and only worth to listen if you're in traffic.
I honestly
Yeah, he's more boring
worry
than
that
AM
he's
talk
believing
radio.
his own stuff now. He's got so deep into all this that it's like truth and reality is getting mixed up.
Yeah. Well, another thing, next project that's going to be done in a couple of weeks is I'm going to be sorting through all the wiring on the back of this computer. Thank God. We got a phone cable we got to fix. We got Ethernet cable we got to fix. We got. Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. What red banners? Brian King, are you talking about?
Little red.
Noodles is the son of a garbage man. That's actually what his family does for a living. No, that's really what they do. His family's involved in refuse removal.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's probably a lot of money in the refuge.
No, there's nothing wrong with sanitation engineer. If it weren't for them, our cities would look horrible.
Right, and the job's a job. I mean, they could be sat on their arse.
Yeah. So you want to get rid of the studio line completely?
Was the studio line the one where people rang into?
You see, Tiger Kitty, here's the deal. If the donations were still coming in, at least $100, $200 a month, we probably could have gotten a second phone number up. Another hardwired home phone so we could have the studio line as a separate number. But the donations are inconsistent, so fuck it. I'm not doing that.
Right. Well, I mean, so okay. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'll just watch the beginning of this show when it stops, so then I'm up to date. I've heard of Music Biz Marty, yes. I don't know him. Wasn't he in here?
Tiger Kitty, do you know? Okay, you answered that. You know him vaguely.
I know of him.
Okay, I know. I've heard the name too. I never really watched him now.
I don't know if it was a troll, but he was in here the other day, I think.
See, what I want to do is, everybody says to me, is revamp your show, change your show. Well, first of all, I want to fix my life. I want to clean my apartment. I finally want to get the stuff to the tip. I looked in the refrigerator. I didn't see too many beers laying around there, so I left them alone.
Yeah, that's for the best, because he still might come home. You don't know, do you?
Right. He did say he might temporarily come home. But part of me saying is, please don't.
Well, I don't even know how he's getting up and down to go to the bathroom at the minute because of that stomach injury.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. That's going to be even more excruciatingly painful than just getting on a bed on a regular basis. Yeah, exactly. And that's the other reason we don't need the studio line on an actual phone wire, because we don't have the Clear 1 XAP TH2 set to be portable to leg it onto the porch, because it needs the studio mixer console to work. And He deserves a good life. Yeah. Right. I remember. This is not the right environment for Ed. I wish him well too. But this is not really the right apartment for Ed.
No, not at all. Too many stairs. He's got to clean himself more often, and you're not the one
And he
to tell
needs
him
the
to do that.
proper facilities to get into it. Either a roll-in shower or something that'd be more suitable for his abilities than my apartment is. He would, but he didn't bring his laptop or his cell
doesn't
phone.
know. He can't sign in anyway, Michelle.
Right. That's the other problem.
Even if he did bring his laptop.
NASQ, can you please type my password for me? I can't ever seem to type it correctly.
Bless him. I hope his daughter got
Maybe
hold
if
of
I
it.
got one of those smart chips, like things that you can plug in that logs in for you, that has your password credentials on it. So now all you actually have to do is plug it into the USB port.
Well, is that his laptop?
No, this is my laptop, actually. He's using it. He has a laptop of his own, too.
Does his work?
He's got the Chromebook. We also have another Chromebook. We have 2 Chromebooks. But both Chromebooks, he's still got the same damn problem. The problem is between the keyboard and the seat.
Michelle, if anything, I've noticed you've got people from the past coming back into your stream. And like Burger Boy.
Well, that's good. I know.
Where have you been? I know, just curiosity.
I mean, Burger Boy, haven't seen him in a while.
Is there a reason you haven't been in here for a while? I'm just curious. Because Saturday, I think.
By the way, though, isn't that good though that people are starting to interact? That were in the show in the past.
Michelle, I was just about to tell you something. Because on Saturday, somebody else said, "Oh, I've been away because Noodles was in here, and I see he's not been in, so I'm in here." So maybe they've been staying away because of Noodles.
Right. Some people have been away because of Noodles, because they don't want to be around Noodles. Hi, Hubert. I'm doing fine. So, would you agree with that? What I said? What they said? That they said they didn't want to be around me because Noodles was around.
No, I read that as well. Somebody, I can't remember who it was now. I think it was on Saturday. Somebody said that. I don't know but it's just strange that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I didn't do a show on the porch today is because I haven't really had a chance to figure out the most efficient way to do panels on the Linux laptop. Although theoretically it should be easy enough to do. It's just it's something to tinker with, and I'll have to get it working later on. They do have Wi-Fi. The problem is Ed doesn't understand how to connect into everything. That's
Ed
part of the problem.
Ed can't log on to his.
Just because they have Wi-Fi doesn't mean that Ed knows how to connect into it. And
Ed doesn't know how to put his password in, or how to.
And he doesn't know how to log into his own account, even though the password is so simple for him. He should be able to figure it out, but for some reason,
don't say it.
Because you got to type a capital T and a capital M in logical places. You can't seem to figure it out. How to use the shift key. I mean, that's the kind of thing that drives customer service support technicians up a wall. And of course, as the internet is, people are getting more and more concerned about security. Passwords have to be more and more unique and random and specialized. Like they say, please choose a password you can remember.
Is that right, Andrew?
So if you're supposed to choose a password and I'm supposed to remember, and if I'm not using a password manager, then how am I supposed to come up with a random password of letters, numbers, and symbols, and then expect me to remember this password unless I'm using a password manager?
Andrew, that's terrible.
Greg says, Michelle, when you get it.
For the TV. They charge in England for you to watch TV, Michelle, Andrew saying.
Oh, hold on a minute. I gotta just text something to Craig. Because he doesn't know if he has my address right. Alright, so Craig Sr., it's, okay. I'm just typing my address to Craig.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. My address. It's easy.
That's just disgusting, Andrew. So who's getting the money, Andrew? So that's horrible, because you think if you're poor and you can't afford it, that means poor people can't watch TV.
I mean, everybody knows my address, I think. I don't know. Maybe not anymore, it's because we don't give it out anymore on public as we used to. See, almost done. 9. Oops, there's a space. 9. Listed. Oh, I hate when my phone thinks that the city of Winston is going to be all in capitals. It's not. Winston CT. I got it. Six. Nope. No, this is 6, not a 5. 9, 8, not 8, 7.
You're doxing yourself again, Michelle. But I mean, I think everyone's got.
I know. Well, okay, so I sent it to him now. Yep, that's right. That's good. That's fine. All right, got it. I just sent it to Craig. All right. NHS, but I'm sure. All right. It is ridiculous. There are day rooms, but she was not able to go into them. If you have a private room, you have to pay for a TV card. Really? For the hospital? Really?
Yeah. I find that terrible.
You would think the hospital themselves would actually have taken care of that. You have to pay to watch TV. When my mom was in the first time, it cost her £200 plus for 14 days. Michelle, when you get a minute, text me address. I just sent it to you again. Betty Perfect says it's called The Cloud. The Andrea says yes, Tiger. It's ridiculous. Share day rooms, but she's not allowed to go into them. If you have a private room, you have to pay for a TV card and pay points, then enter the number. Craig is the best. Andrea says possibly the NHS, but I'm not sure Tiger gets it.
The money, though.
Oops. Betty Perk says someone's in trouble. Well, it was me. Just give me my zip code, guys. Andrew S. says we have free prescription here, but they make you up for in other ways. Well, yeah, that's true. Someone's gonna come up with a cost. I'm sure the hospital gets some of the room fees paid for with the TV card. they probably get a percentage of the sale. A huge chunk of percentage for the sale. Probably is used to help offset their licensing fee. Yeah, you could do that. Either through the BBC app. Yeah. If you want to watch BBC or ITV. Or Netflix. Or Hulu. Or one of the others.
I don't really watch TV.
I don't really watch it either. Because it's mostly garbage.
Mm.
But I suppose for older people, the TV, like, it would be Ed's generation, the TV was king when he was a kid, you know?
Yeah.
I know, I watched a lot of TV as a kid, too. But then TV started getting dark and sinister, and, like, nah, I'm not watching that crap anymore.
Does it help when people hit your like button?
It helps, but I think it was more good with the actual comments. Is this counts as interaction? A like counts as interaction, but when people ask questions in the comments, that really counts much more towards interaction than just hitting the like button. Because the comments is where I can respond to the commenter, and that starts as dialogue.
Yes, Johnny. TV is dead.
Oh, that sucks, Andrew. We don't pay for TV in the hospital. We don't get 100% free prescriptions. No, we don't pay for TV in the hospital. But for a while, some hospitals used to make you pay for the TV in a sense that you would rent the TV. It would be brought into your room. I know that Winston Memorial Hospital, for example, when my dad was in there, the black and white TV was cheaper than the color one. So he got the black and white TV delivered to his room on a little TV card for a little 12-inch. The reception was pretty good, so we used to watch it with rabbit ears. That helps. It does help though, Johnny. Yeah, TV's dead. American TV, ever since they went digital, fucked it up bad. I think this country needs to seriously go back to analog TV reception, because I think that was better. Now they just confuse the living hell out of everybody. Yeah, I know. So maybe we don't end up paying a separate TV tax, but we end up basically getting it stuck on top of our Medicare Part A bill. Right. I suppose TV's okay in some cases. There were some good shows on. But I think ever since they went to digital TV, I think they killed it. I really do. I think digital TV killed TV for so many people. Because we're using analog TV since the 40s, and people were happy with the rooftop antennas and their basic cable, and they were using their old CRTs, and they didn't have a problem with it. No one really bitched about improving the reception much. And yet, all of a sudden, these companies started saying things like, we're going to make it better. Yeah, a lot less people get reception now because the UHF frequencies you guys are using don't cover very well. And because your transmitters are also lower power. And so less people are able to receive the signal over the air. Oh, I know that. You ain't kidding me. I know. Yeah, I could stay for the same price. I could stay a whole month at the Roadway Inn for $2,700 a month. Which, if I had $2,700 to burn, I'd rather go to the Roadway Inn than go to the Charlotte Hungerford Hospital. But, you know, no, we're not talking about Noodles, but where's Noodles anyway? I don't even see him in the chat. Trolling said, has Ed made any preparations for... He wants to give his train stuff to his grandkids, which is fine with me. But his daughter would have to come by and pick him up, because I'm not shipping the shit. There's just too much stuff to ship. He doesn't have any kind of will like that. Well, I'll tell you one thing. In my case, I already kind of made tentative plans for my own demise. I didn't write the will yet. I haven't talked to the funeral home yet about getting a green burial preserve spot, but I'm gonna have to do that eventually. Save up some of my YouTube revenue to go ahead and buy a prepaid funeral plot and a green burial preserve, and arrange for the transportation costs, because in Connecticut the dead must be transported by an undertaker. You can't move your dead relatives yourselves. So let's see, I think originally about 5 years ago, the burial preserve was $1,000. So, I'm gonna assume it's probably about $1,500 now, and then just contact the local funeral home and find out. All right, how much are you gonna charge me to bring my body to a burial preserve in St. Newfield, New York, and a simple memorial service, nothing fancy, no fancy parties, no fancy lights, no fancy singing, dancing troops, anything like that. No casket, just basically just put a picture of me, and my body will already be put into a burial shroud, dropped into the ground with a marker ball, boom, done. Want to keep it simple. If I end up as low as Ed, I'd have a friend good as Michelle. Yeah, but the problem is it's really hard on the person that has to take care of all this ins and outs, though, Burger Boy. I don't think you really think about that. The supporter needs support too. That's why Krista and I have been working together to get myself the things we need, because I am getting old too. Here, my microphone stand. Cat hair. Yeah, alright. So, you gotta keep that in mind. If you don't have a lot of support, it's hard to do anything. Sultan 2001. Let's see. 2001 sounds like you must be a pop. Because only pop keeps showing this year 2001 into everything. People of peace, people of piss, people of the world, 2001, just like Noodles. Whatever. Yeah, you're people of peace. Duh, I know. Right. Well, I agree, but unfortunately, that doesn't always work out that way. People in this day and age are so, preoccupied with their own lives and their own issues that ask them to help other people out. Sometimes it becomes a lot more than just a 1 or 2 day affair, and then it wears them out. Oh yeah, people piss is alive. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, we need care too. That's where Tiger Kitty and Krista are very important here. As is McKenna Cruiser, as is JoJo, as is, yes, Andrew Scott is too important. Sometimes I need to be able to talk to people.
Right. Oh, let's get something straight as well. I don't tell you what. Well, do I tell you what to do?
No, you do not tell me what to do.
Ever.
And no, I
Ever.
am not interested in Tiger Kitty other than a friend. Okay. Some people
Yeah,
have alleged that
let's
I
put some
like
of
Tiger
these
Kitty more than a
rumors to
friend.
bed. Let's bed the rumors. Yeah.
All right.
The lies that are spinning around. Honest to God, if Michelle wants to do something, if I told her what to do, Botter wouldn't have a wrench. Let's put it that way. But, I mean, it's her channel. She does what she wants. I do not tell her what to do.
Yeah. 1986. Okay, I'm from KSA. KSA? What's KSA? Was that South Africa? Kenya, South Africa? Brian King, Tiger Kitty is not controlling. Why is Noodle so controlling? Okay, let's put the shoe on the other foot.
Michelle, you misread. You misread what he wrote. Controversial.
I was when it is
Oh no, he did say, why is Kitty so controlling? How am I controlling?
A good question. How are you controlling?
I don't know.
Michelle Craig Sr. said that by accident he might have them sent to his address. Okay. So then he just can, that way he can make sure he has them, and then he can make sure to send them to me. Yes, Burger Boy, I have an international audience. Looking hopefully to add some more countries soon. Maybe some more people from Australia and New Zealand. The problem is, of course, the time zone would probably drive them crazy, since right now it's what? 11 o'clock the next day? 11, they're 12 hours ahead of us. It's nighttime there. It'll be 11 o'clock at night the next day. Right, 24 hours ahead. I don't know how many people in Australia are going to be willing to jump in at 11 o'clock the next night. Or Saudi Arabia. Burger Boy is a nice person. Unfortunately, me and him had a misunderstanding about a year ago.
What was that about, Michelle? Why did you have a misunderstanding?
Well, originally I thought that Burger Boy donated and then managed to contact Google to take back the donations.
Oh,
and it turned out it was not Burger Boy doing it. It was somebody else doing that.
Well, if you've apologized, I suppose.
I apologized to him, but first he was hurt for a while.
Well, I'm sure he's forgiven you now. I don't know.
Super chats are still working, by the way, guys. You can always super chat if you want. I'm not very nice actually, but sometimes I'm able to be polite. in the right circumstances.
Okay, the fake account.
How you doing, Skynet?
Hi, Skynet.
It was when the other woman would control the show. Yeah, well, yes, but I was one who kind of jumped at that. Was not really their fault. I'm glad it's sorted.
Oh, it's when someone was taking over your channel, Monica and Charlotte.
Right now, I noticed that there seems to be something going on with the Google chat. Chat keeps connecting and disconnecting. And I'm still seeing lots of green on my signal strength, so there's nothing on my side. I've always come back. You're a fun streamer, despite any past issues. And I'm also a woman enough to apologize when I made a mistake, too.
Yeah.
Krista says, yeah, Burger Boy, Michelle was a good person. Why you had a falling out with her? It was because of a misunderstanding, Krista. And my fault. Mea culpa, maxa culpa. My guilt, most grievous guilt. Yeah.
Oh, he's forgiven you. Sounds like he doesn't mind now.
Yeah.
Things happen. Nobody's perfect.
Right now, the thing is, let's see how many people are watching right now. It looks like today is one of the better days because we have really, oh my goodness. Yeah, we did. We peaked at around almost 24 people today, if not exactly 24 people. We're still at 18 right now. By the way, so what we did is I bought this phone brand new at the hardware store. And this is now plugged into the studio phone jack. And originally I was going to set up so that I could still use the other system to make phone calls and still do this. But this phone number is 31. I can test it. I have to make sure to remember the extensions. There's a 31, 41. 41, extension 41. Alright. So, I think sometimes life on Earth is too short, but that's my opinion. I'm already made plans for my next life, so I'm just kind of just doing the best I can until I get called up to take the train to the next life. Take the train to the coast with the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know. Are they the only party games they have? Is those? I mean, there's not any other games. Like I'd love to do some of the games that they do is okay. I like the murder one, but some people find that one kind of monster versus monsters kind of interesting. You like the call aspect, but she never considered ditching all the hardware and phones entirely. Well, right now, the Google Voice is just using the web app. It's not connected to the home phone anymore. Oh, the problem with StreamYard is it's not porn bomb. There's no porn bomb defense mechanism in it to protect against porn bombing. And because of what's happened with the child porning, I'm not even going to deal with having StreamYards open. No. Also, StreamYards does not have closed caption support. Unless I find somebody to take over my job, I have to keep coming back to Earth to do it. Because it's for life and beyond life. I'd like to try to train my successor, but I don't know who he or she would be. There's also another tool you can do. There's an online version of Streamlabs that they made now, which is a web-based Streamlabs. I forgot what it was called, but it's web-based, so just like StreamYards, but it's based on the concept of OBS. I'm sure they did. Pokeball, fun, lot of nursing homes have it. Well, I'm sure if they had something low impact that Ed could do, like playing fetch, or maybe even playing table tennis would be good for him to get some of his muscles worked out.
Michelle, playing fetch. She's not a dog.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with table tennis. You know, or maybe get him into a low impact aerobics program so he can start doing proper exercises and limbering up.
Burger Boy said, you do understand that this CP.
How can someone apply to become a steward? You got to contact Mother and Father God. The easiest way is to pray.
Burger Boy, how do you know it's those that are
Let
doing
me explain this. You can pray through the secretary of Jesus if you want. And Jesus will forward your prayer to mom and dad, and then they can actually get back to you. And let you know if you meet certain goals. If you meet goals, you'll be informed in a way that is most appropriate for you. You will be informed if you're approved. Right now, we don't need anyone for the other 3 seasons in the U.S. Because right now, the spring's dealt with, they did a terrible job so far. Summer's already got a person in, and winter or fall's got somebody for right now. But sometimes people, after doing a season or 2, say it's too much, and then they leave, and then there's usually an opening. So if you put your name in, and are willing to take the time to learn atmospheric sciences such as meteorology, it helps a lot to understand how the weather works. Yeah, I know who Terry Davis was. He wrote the Temple OS operating system. It's kind of a strange operating system too, I'll tell you that. I wonder if is anyone still developing Temple OS? I mean, or were they afraid that if they keep modifying, if there was going to be getting away from what Terry Davis was trying to do with Temple OS. Burger Boy says, Tired Kitty, we had to investigate Tina Asbury's claims that aka Blazing Leo, and because she implicated our creative collective, Yam Ranch Records, we're going a group of artists she slandered for use on N Show. Blazing Leo and Noodles are trying to use CP allegations for views. It's scummy and over the line. Oh yeah, he would. See, he lives in controversy. His program is based on controversy. And that's the problem with Noodles.
So,
Brian K says, do you think that Terry Davis is in hell right now for... No. Because there was a lot of other things going on in his mind. I don't see him going to hell. No, I don't think... See, that's a good question, because some people say that, just because you commit suicide does not mean you're necessarily going to land in hell. It all depends. If it's a person that has mental illness and Remember, you usually create up to 7 exit points in your life, or you could leave at those 7 exit points. Okay? I don't even remember where all mine are, but I've certainly had near close calls to electricity a few times. Well, I saw stars and I recovered, but shook the living bejesus out of me. I think a lot of mine have to do with electrocution, honestly. I also hope the last one isn't so drastic. I mean, the last one is I just quietly expire in my sleep. It says here, Typically says, that's gross, they're gross people. Yeah, trolling says, what if Jesus and God don't like me? Is there any way to pay the people? Okay, let me explain something. Jesus is the Son of God. God, aka Yahweh, loves all of his creation. In fact, he feels bad when a lot of his creation don't love him back. But he loves all of his creation, and so does Mother God Asna. Mother God Asna loves you too. She's a co-creator. They made us in their image, as it says in the first chapter of Genesis. Let us create man in our image. And male and female, they created them. Now, you have to understand, because you are loved by the divine, you are always going to be loved by the divine. The sad truth is, people kind of forget them, kind of like some people forget their loved one, their parents in nursing homes. It makes them feel sad that their kids don't at least phone home once in a while and pray and say, "Hi, Ma. Hi, Pop. I'm sorry I haven't talked to you lately. I've been kind of wrapped up in my own little projects." You know, it's kind of like the song by Jim Croce, The Cat's in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon, right? When the son or the father, for example, for so long didn't have time to talk to his kids, was always in a bit of a rush. And then all of a sudden, when he's sitting in his twilight years, he wants to talk to his son, and his son says, "Sorry, Dad, I can't. I'm in a hurry. I gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do this." And then when he hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he said, "My son grew up just like me." And the sad truth is that's what happens to a lot of people. And the same is true with Mother and Father God. They wish you'd call more often. I mean, it's not too hard. You just pray. It's how you reach out to Father God. Just like God, just like George Burns said, you talk, I listen. And sometimes he'll talk to you too. That's important. But if you don't make the phone call, you make them feel kind of like you don't really think about it much. Terry Davis stands to the right hand of the Father, the heavenly host, with all the others that have died under sentimental illness. Absolutely. God knows that the true heart and struggle. Absolutely. Again. Brian K. says, Michelle, what if mental illness is just a punishment from God for your being a bad person? No. And no, remember what Jesus said about the blind man. When the Pharisee said, was this man blind from his ancestors' transgressions? And Jesus says, no, he's not. And he cured the man's blind sight by covering his face with mud and then washing his eyes out in the fountain. And he gave him his sight. I mean, if I was the person that he did do, I'd probably feel a little bit of the weird, finding gritty mud in my eye. But then again, to finally be able to see, I think I'd be totally freaking out. How did you do that? How did you do it? This is totally fantastic. Thank you, Jesus. And I'd give him a hug, too. Hitler has a lot more going on than most people do. He has fallen away from God. He fell away from the church. That's a big difference. He fell away from God. I don't know what's going on with Hitler. I don't even know. How you doing, Aquarius girl? Blazing is so disgusting that even a blind man lives alone in a ghetto would not accept her as a love partner. It makes sense. It would be degenerate to according. You know what? I'm gonna say this much about Leo. I mean, Leo and Noodles working together makes kind of sense in a way. They're both creepy people. Yeah, they're both creepy people. Noodles keeps bragging about how great he is. Couple months, I'm going to get him. Okay. Thank you very much, Aquarius girl Marissa. How you doing? Okay. Catholic Drinkos says hi. Trolling says, how did the Pirate King get his rank? In reality, he probably got it by asking. Mother God said, Jesus himself said, seeking you shall find. Ask, and the door shall be open to you. If it's something that you need, he will give it to you. I think that there is certainly no reason why there couldn't be multiple Snow Queens either. We do have a Snow Queen in the Southwest U.S. She wanted a small turf, and I said, fine. You want Arizona, Nevada? Here, you can have it. Someone just told me that there is a sex tape of grazing. I don't know about that. But I wonder how long it's going to be before Noodles and her decide to come together and be in a hotel somewhere, and someone runs a camcorder and makes a porn hub with Noodles and Blazing Leo in the sack. I wonder how long that's going to be before that happens. Honey, I've been involved with Christianity and paganism for so long that we haven't even had a chance to cover any of that stuff. We used to do it on my channel too. I used to do it. Michelle used to be on the channel with me. We could do another one. Yeah. Now that we got the couch looking like a couch again with the stuffed animals on it, just put the camera over there and that'd be nice. Yeah. Why? Would you donate? I'm not really interested in seeing a video like that. Whatever Noodles and Leo do is between Noodles and Leo. I don't want to really be part of that. But Noodles and Leo seem to have taken on a strange situation. I gave up Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico. Because the other woman wanted it. I said, fine. I got enough territory. I don't need all this. I gave Texas away at the very beginning to the North, the South American. In this case, it wasn't winter; it was the Spring King. And I said, you want Texas? I'll give you Texas. I don't want Texas. It's too much to deal with right now as far as turf. So I also did the same thing with when me and Frisia traded lands. I gave her Southwest Greenland, and she gave me England, Scotland, and Wales, and all of Ireland because of the Brexit. It would be easier for them to have their own snow steward, and so I got winter for the UK, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland. And the requirement was Brexit had to happen, and it did. In 2020, Brexit occurred. The deal was finalized. So I no longer have Southwest Greenland. I have the United Kingdom and Ireland. Leo's addicted to what? To bring the casinos to their knees. Well, I don't know a reason to bring the casinos to their knees, but I mean, if you're right, there is a South African snow queen. I don't really know which it is. I think it's actually a guy, but I think it's a guy, but his spouse is with him. There would be. See, Frisia Summerson knew that I wanted to move to the United Kingdom, but originally she was in charge of that, and then it would have been a turf war. And it's like I can't go to Norway, and I can't go to Finland. Same reason, because that's her turf. I can't go either. Right, because we should have sent body anyway. I'm a liege, so the thing is, so it was agreed to give me United Kingdom because I gave her my Greenland's territory, so she has all Greenland along. She shares it along with Tanaya Volsklov, the Eastern European snow queen. I don't know. Maybe Kilimanjaro does. I don't know about. Think she's just another Justin now. NASQ is a strong group grasping climate change. There is an Asian one. I don't know anything about that person now. There's one that works in the Midwest, the Middle East. I just know a little about them, but not much. There's 7 zones of the world. Let me explain this. Okay, and the Earth is broken down like this, and this is not really a final. You got the North American zone, the European zone, you got the Eastern European zone, you have the South American, Central American zone, Australia, New Zealand zone, and I think there's also the Middle East and the is that broken into 2 zones or 1 zone? I think it's 2, but yeah, it's 2 zones. So there's 9 zones. So there's 9 zones. Sort of snow this would consider giving us a lot of snow this winter. I'm already. Well, where are we talking about here? That's the question. I only do United States, Canada, and United Kingdom and Ireland. I don't know if any of them are single. Frisia is. Tanaya's got a boyfriend. Yeah. I think Frisia has a boyfriend too, doesn't she? Yeah, but she's not married or nothing. Oh. You don't mind going out in Norwegian? Oh, in Heido. Okay. Yeah, that's my turf. How's your potatoes? I mean, the potato crop this year, we had some pretty cool weather, so planting must have been a little later. That's a good question. There's a couple spots where we actually haven't really figured out how all the division is done. I'm in Tennessee. Could you just blanket? Yeah, but winter's not coming up for another 6 to 9 months, though. So this next year we're going to be seeing more snow. I can tell you that. I'm working on it. I'm going to be basically putting climate change on its ears. I'm so sick of hearing people saying that there's going to be global warming. There isn't warming. We want another hard freeze to kill all the creepy bugs. Sorry. Well, season's over right now for the winter time. Well, how is the crops going to be this year? I mean, for the potato farmers in Idaho. I'm sure you guys make more than just crops. I mean, for potatoes, I think you probably raise other cash crops as well as oats, corn, soybeans, alfalfa, sorghum. Yeah, oats. It's a good question now. I mean, how does the late warming trend affects the farmers in Idaho and Iowa, in Indiana, and Kansas, and Ohio? And it was still snowing in Northern California last week. That's the spring steward. My season ended on the 20th of March. My season ended on the 20th of March. Then the spring steward comes in. He kept it cold for quite a long time. So I turn the ringer on low so I can at least put that ringer ready to ring. Anyway, so right now we have 18 people on, which is cool. I'll have to check the voicemail later on. By the way, the panel is still open, guys. Guess you just came on.
Hey, Michelle. Michelle, I got a question for you. Quick question. I'm reading the comments, and I noticed that certain people, like Tiger Kitty and Burger Boy, they're insisting that what happened to me and Leo is all made up. How would they know that? And the other thing is, what happened to you last week when they tried to do that to you? Was that made up? Are you making this up? Is this fake? Or
I don't know. I mean, let's be honest. Do you have the hots for Leo?
Michelle, I have the hots for every girl. I have the hots for you.
Like wanting to basically shag in the sheets?
Yes. I want to. I have a problem with this with every woman.
Okay, you heard it first, folks. Noodles wants to make his noodles stiff. They replace the spring steward.
Let's get serious, Michelle. Michelle, what happened to you last week?
Oh, I talked to Mother God about that. She said to me, Michelle, she said, right now, only other option is if you would sub in for me. And I'm like, no, not really interested. Sorry,
And
Ma.
the question to you is what happened to you? Was that fake? Did you make that up?
What happened to you? What do you mean? What happened to me?
So you had said that someone tried to come up with a pornography image of little children.
There's 4 weather stewards for each season. Originally, there was supposed to be 7 zones. There might be actually 9 zones. I don't know how that works, but the point originally
I don't know how
was
that has anything to do with my question, but
some of the
my question
zones,
to you
some
is,
of
you
the
said
people
that's-
decided to do multiple seasons and totally turned everything upside down.
Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but Michelle, I asked you a specific question.
What?
Did you or did you not get porn bombed with child pornography?
Yeah, I get bottom up, but the public never saw it, and they never will.
So why is Tiger Kitty and Burger Boy saying it never happened?
Well, let's say, okay, I'm reading the comments right now, guys. Burger Boy says, Michelle, you're smart enough to know that Noodle's constant game of something you can just talk out isn't something you can just talk out with him. He's a liar at every word. He's trying to satisfy the boredom in himself. Okay. All right. First of all, Noodles, if you want to seriously go to bed with Leo, the process is simple. You got to find a room in a hotel that's close enough for both you guys to get to. And then you basically go bang, bang, shing-a-lang. You know what I'm saying, right? Then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I can handle that. But my question to you was, why are they insisting that this never happened?
What never happened? The porn bombing? Because they never saw it.
Why are they insisting? Yeah, but are they calling you a liar?
No, they're not calling me a liar. Because Yam Ranch saw it and he wasn't happy with it at all.
Oh, Yam Ranch saw it?
Yeah, Yam Ranch.
Who else was up there when it happened?
Am I gonna adopt a child? You talking about me? I'm 40, 50.
Well, no, Michelle. Who else was up?
Years
Who
old.
else possibly
I
saw it?
personally
Because
think
I'm getting a subpoena. I think
I'm way too old to be a mother at this point of a newborn. I think if I was to have a child, I think I would adopt an older child from a foster home.
And the cops are gonna have to find out who Yam Ranch is now. They're gonna have to issue a subpoena now. So who else saw it, Michelle?
Why do we keep bringing up cops all the time, Noodles? No one is bringing cops involved in here.
Are you afraid of cops? Are you afraid of the police?
No, I'm not afraid of cops, but they're busy enough trying to protect and serve people that really need help, not worrying about the stupid crap that keeps being brought up here.
Kitten Cat says she knows who Yam Ranch is. So I'm going to go to the police with this. Kitten Cat's going to get a subpoena. She's going to have to answer some questions, right? And you're going to have to try to walk this back, Kitten Cat, but, or Tiger Kitty, whatever the hell your name is. Michelle, if you got porn bombed with child pornography, I'm telling you what's going on in other communities, we're going to the FBI about this.
Excuse me, Noodles, I got to get back to my chat, but thank you for being on the show, okay?
Michelle, just one answer me, Michelle. Who else was in it?
Bye-bye, everybody.
Who else
Bye-bye, Noodles. Okay, I got to get a break from him. Seriously. All right. Noodles has a habit of coming on at the wrong time. And oh, yes, you can. Bam. There we go. Okay. So I just oh yeah, I'm sure. And it didn't sound like she remembers. I saw it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Thank God we don't share the chat on the screen, the panels on the screen. I don't know how she broke Paul's bed. But anyway, she's not even that heavy. Oh, listen to what the noodle said. He wants to take her to bed. He likes her. He thinks she's hot. What is the LGBTQ community adopting children and turning them gay? That's a great question. I don't know if they're trying to turn them gay or trans or whatever, but it seems lately it's the heterosexual community that's doing a lot more damage than that. Especially those on the progressive left. The ones on the conservative right are trying to raise the kids, with proper foundation of being sound, well-rounded Americans and Europeans and other ethnic groups, and trying to make them a good model of society. Where look at the progressive movement has done. Now we had a couple progressives on this channel. I don't mind the progressive people to talking to them. Some of the stuff that they say I kind of agree with it to a point. So it's not like I'm against progressive outright. I just asking these people agree with me to listen to me and give me a fair ear. Yeah. Michelle, we've been on for almost 3 hours. Yeah, and they still got 19 people in here. Yeah, I know. Well, what is, I think it would be interesting to see if Noodles and Blazing Leo go to bed together. I'm sure that Noodles is going to be more than likely to put his live stream on his OnlyFans or Pornhub channel or Chatterbait as him and Noodle or Leo are spreading their legs and scissoring. Yeah, I got a feeling that's exactly what's going to happen. It won't be on YouTube, obviously. Count on it. No, right now we're not got the phones up right now. I'm thinking about totally getting rid of the phone lines. Because, well, I don't know. I might not. I don't know. I mean, I'll keep the home phone for medical reasons, but I mean, there's the studio line has become a big giant, nuisance. Miss Kitty, should we contact husband about this? What do you think about the Buffalo shooting? Okay, that's an interesting question. Blaming white people, I don't think it was accidental. And definitely evidence is indicative that the man did go through a psych profile a year ago. Clearly, they're seeing it as homegrown terrorist act. That's disgusting and just proves how depravity this country has gotten so depraved. It's not good. Yeah, but right now, we can put the phones up for a tiny bit, Michelle. It's no big deal. Yeah. You know how to put the phones up. Yeah, I gotta put the voice up. Hold on a minute. Let me log into Google Voice here. Google Voice call. Lynn phone, Google Voice. Alright, give me a minute. Alright, as far as I know, it's on. So let me go ahead and open up the panel so I can see what the captions are. Oh, did you spell it wrong? Nah, yeah, I think I did. Oh. What is this? I never heard of this one before. Okay. Meet dot Google Okay. So gonna generate a new random meeting. This is not going to be a public meeting. This is just for me to read the captions. Okay. So I can unpin this now. And turn on the closed captions. Give me a second. I gotta set this up here. All right. I'm gonna turn on a closed caption alert box. Put phone number on the screen box. Well, shit. And I gotta switch over to the other phone line so I can see the phone numbers calling in. Alright, numbers up, guys. Let me test it. What I do is just sing on the screen. Okay, yep. Oh, okay, it works. Answer the phone. Answer the phone. I can't even see it. I shrunk the... There we go. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Good. Alright. So... Hi, keypad. I don't need that open. Alright, so... Do you have Emicons on hold? I'm not blocking any. Noodles, are you an only child? That's a good question. Is he an only child? I don't know. What does the mailbox icon have to do with anything nasty? Speaking of emails, I didn't even check mine. So let's take a look and see if I have an email that... Nope. Garbage. 2020 Reprove reports bad news for Marco. Product confirmation. If you want a free hat. What is this? We heard you live in America, so we want to give you priority access to our hot new product, our Made in America hat. Okay. 2022 Republicans, Nikki Haley, quick updates. Auto insurance, low voltage, flash sales, save 50% on HDMI cables. Alright, hold on a minute, let me deal with the phone. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Skynet. How's it going? Good morning.
It's going right. How are you?
Doing good. Glad to see you turn the phones on. I've been waiting all morning to try and call in.
Yeah, right now we have been making changes to the phone system right now.
Yeah, I heard that because of Ed, right?
Right, so that even so that if the nurses need to call, they can call the house phone instead of calling through the cell phone only. Because
that doesn't make any sense. But hey, I was calling you about something though. I don't want to get too off track. You were talking about the shooter in Buffalo, the white supremacist, blah blah blah.
I don't know if he's a white supremacist, but he had a mental evaluation last year.
Sure. I don't know. Did you also see the shooting that happened in Orange County as well yesterday? Did you see both?
I don't know.
There were two shootings.
I don't know about Orange County, but I just know is that, oh yes, I did hear there was one in Orange County too. Yeah.
Yeah, at a church, an Asian church, like Taiwanese
church, yeah.
People, elderly people got shot.
Yeah, that sucks.
Now, why do you think it's happening in liberal cities right now?
I'm not really sure why it's happening. I wish I could say. I think what it is I think we're in the end days. I think that America is slowly going down the drain as the rest of the world is. Because the devil's losing his game. Remember what happened when the devil went down to George looking for a soul to steal? Guess what? The guy basically beat him to death with it, and he won the fiddle of gold because he outbeat the devil. Well, in this case, the person who's going to outbeat the devil was Christ. And Christ is going to come back with his team and his legions, and he's going to kick Satan out and all of his demons out. So I think you're going to...
That's an interesting take. It could be that. But I was watching Fox News this morning, and they were trying to draw a conclusion or a correlation, I guess, between video game violence and shootings in general. And that apparently, since video game graphics have got better, shooting incidences have gone up.
First-person shooter games... some say youngsters have no problems just trying to separate fiction from reality, as it is now.
What about pornography? Do you think that maybe also there could be a danger from the amount of pornography that's easily accessible by people of different ages?
Oh, I think pornography is dangerous for a reason that's not clearly explained, which is besides the exploitation of adults and children, but also the fact is that it's going to be young men and young teenage boys that are going to be looking to procreate sooner and younger because they think sex is for fun.
Don't you think it's a little strange that they are possibly going to be banning abortion again while we're having this major baby formula shortage going on? Isn't that timing just a little bit odd?
I think right now is that it's a little complicated. But first of all, since the 1970s with free sex, free love, and all that was kind of the beginning of the where we are now, and just grown into this mess that we have in now, and it's just not cool. Let's see here. I'm coming back. I'm a little bit behind, guys. Send me.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see if anybody else wants to call in. Thanks for turning on the phone. I'll try to call in later if you don't get any calls.
Trolling says
All
we
right.
can blame white supremacists, but you know this is mental illness. Yeah, definitely. We are we are pre-tribulation or straight up in the tribulation. Skynet is a fedora flipper and won't be able to have a spiritual conversation. I don't know. I don't think he really feels totally comfortable talking about the spiritual stuff. I think it makes him a little nervous. That's fine. It makes a lot of people nervous. Burger Boy says, trolling, we live in a country that is truly insane, and I think this recession is going to squeeze them out on the streets, so nobody will be able to deny it. Absolutely. People are becoming homeless now because they can't afford to pay the rents or mortgages. Burger Boy says, what is that when I say? Trolling Revolution says there's absolutely no scientific evidence to blame video games on mass shootings. After Parkland shooting, they did a lot of investigation to that. Okay. How's Rusty? Rusty is fine. He's either on the couch. Yeah, no, he's on the bedroom, I think. Chilling out. But don't forget the door's open to the porch, so he could be outside as well. I got an incoming call, guys. 1 minute. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Not.
Yeah.
What's happening? Hey, are you gonna watch Monday Night Raw tonight?
I don't think about that, but I'm going to be playing probably World of Warcraft Raw tonight. Maybe. Either that or tomorrow. I don't know which night. We were going to play yesterday, but I took the day off to totally just emotionally decompress and de-stress, and so we're going to see what's going to happen with tonight, because Skynet has to work late on a Monday and Thursday, so we'll have to see what we can do with some gaming tonight. What about you? Oh, I think they're done. I think they're done talking too. Thanks for calling. Alright, so there's a connection to mental illness in video games, but it's more about how video games allow the extended periods of isolation. Yeah, that is really true. There's no doubt about it. Social media too also brings up a lot of, for some people, a lot of misconceived notions. Social media, for example, young girls are taught by social media that they're fat and that they have to be a certain size and they need to hang out with this party or that party, or they're just this dweeb, and or that they're not perfect enough because they don't have this thing or that thing, and it's very destructive to youngsters, especially to preteens. But even for adults, you know, they see the social media people like me go out there and say, you know, oh, my life is great. I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm going everywhere. But the truth is well, most of them can't do that, and I'm not going everywhere. I mean, where, Cumberland Farms to get a soda? It's not exactly a major life event, you know. But yeah, the social media makes everything look more fun, and then their lives suck, and then they start to say, oh, my life is nothing like so and so's life. But you really don't know. How do you know so and so is really doing all those things? You don't know. You don't really know. Oh, I definitely think the progressive media is doing a lot of damage too. Oh yeah, progressive media, the left is really pushing it. And they're also running the social media platforms right now. Except for Elon Musk, who was going to buy Twitter for $44 billion, but then he found out that Twitter had a lot of fake accounts. And now he realizes that Twitter may not be worth as much as he originally was going to pay for it. Well, I don't know, Elon. 44 billion is still a pretty good deal, even if it is got a lot of fake troll accounts. You know, after all, the computer still costs money, the internet cable still costs money, the building still costs money. If you're buying an account based on subscribers, that's not the way I would buy it. I would look at the price of the equipment, the resources, the plant, employees. I am eating for myself, yeah. I mean, I'm not always cooking. Like last night, I went ahead and I had a bowl of cereal for dinner. Yeah. But I mean, I do have the ability to cook for myself if I want to. But yesterday was just too hot to really cook. No, wait, no, I didn't buy. I just went and bought an ice cream. That's what I bought for dinner because I already had breakfast, and I said, nah, I don't feel like cooking. So it's just that I walked down to Cumberland Farms, picked up another gallon of milk, and then I picked up a pint of Ben and Jerry's ice cream. So yes, I'm cooking for myself. Yeah. And I gotta clean out the refrigerator too, because I gotta get rid of all that food that I left behind that is not healthy. Occasionally I might make a plain cheese sandwich here and there. It's got a kielbasa in the refrigerator, throw that in the freezer. I'm sorting through the refrigerator right now, trying to figure out what I need, what I don't need. Finally, I'm starting to lose weight. I bought some brand new size 11 underwears. They fit good. Are you in favor of Ukraine or Russia? I can just tell you is that Ukraine has been very successful of kicking Russia's ass. How about that for an answer? So yeah, I'm gonna hold up the support for Ukraine because I believe that Ukraine has got the right to kick Russia's ass. Yeah. If 20% are bots, yeah, but I mean the question is Elon Musk really worried more about the bots? Or is he really worried more the per seat licensing? The fact is that if 20 or even 5% of the accounts are fake, that he can't say that his asset is worth the value that they say it is. That's the question. What is he really looking at? I mean, the plants and equipment is still going to have value, no matter how many subscribers you got. Twitter has been misleading advertisers. Oh, well, that's under the old Twitter management. So I'm sure Elon Musk, once he sits down, he's going to be seriously needing to sort out the mess, just like I gotta sort out the mess in my refrigerator. Gonna have to just basically do the equivalent, get out the garbage bag, and just start throwing things out. Because there are things that Twitter is doing that's, just sucks. Well, he does, people, okay, but that's true. But here's the thing. I don't think Twitter charges a subscription. But Twitter depends on advertising revenue. I haven't seen a ton of advertisement on Twitter, but that doesn't mean that they don't have ads. I've seen some. I think Twitter. I think he should just, if he wants to still buy Twitter, maybe he should renegotiate the deal and say, well, I think 44 billion is a bit much. How about 34 billion instead? Except one thing. Twitter's not really desperate to sell, so they might go, yeah, we're not going to sell it to you for 34 billion. We'll find 44 billion for him. 44 billion for Musk. You want it? 44 billion. Money talks, shit walks. Okay? You want to buy it? Fork it out. Pay out the 44 billion is yours, and we'll give you the keys. Yeah, I heard about it, but I didn't see anything. We had cloudiness here too. I didn't see anything. I think Musk should go for Twitter. I think he can seriously buy Twitter from Google. Might cost him a bit more than $44 billion, but at least maybe he could. That's the cesspit he's got to clean out. It's time to clean out YouTube. The media wants the people to think that Russia is being defeated. If you go to alternative websites and look at casualties, Russians are getting all the NATO weapons. Oh, yeah, the media lies on both sides. Yeah. They lie on both sides. It doesn't matter. They lie on both sides. Remember, in the end, history is written by the victor. I don't really want to get in the middle of that, but just to say is that it's an old tactic. It's not new. Oh, I know the president of Finland has made it very firm to Vladimir Putin that they're going to join NATO, and that's why Russia turned off the electricity to Finland power grid. Because some of the electricity for Finland comes from Russia, and the media wants the people to think Russia is being defeated. Okay. John Heyman laying my back. Yeah. I don't know. Strange world we live in, that's all I can tell you. So what's the plans for today? Plans is today is I'm going to assess the refrigerator, and I'm going to look in there and see what we need to keep, what we need to toss, what we can use for food. And if it's something I'm not necessarily going to use right away, freeze it. Things like open packages of pasta, I'll have to eat them. When is it winter in Europe? At the same time it's winter in Europe and the United States. December 21st to March 20th. Can we talk about the decay of the conservative family? I don't think it's just a conservative problem. I'm sorry, I don't think it's just a conservative problem. There used to be liberal families that still are very tight. Moderate families, for example, used to be a thing. You might have a conservative parent and a moderate parent, and they tried to raise you to be kind of a well balanced in the middle. That was the way I was raised. My mom was a liberal, my father was a conservative. That kind of resulted in kind of an interesting childhood because, you know, you knew your mom believed in certain things your dad did not believe in. I have a dishwasher, it's called Ease. Yeah, I washed my dishes by hand. Yeah. Just like I wash my laundry by hand. These are my ringers, my agitators. Yeah. Although I do have my Wonder Washer set up today, so I can go ahead and throw some socks and underwears in, and sassy when Russia turns the heat off. Yeah, that's a good point, because you're right. Because right now, Russia controls the majority of the gas and oil going to Europe right now. It's spring, so they are not as bad off as if they had been still in the winter time. Oh, we know that a couple of winters ago, Ukraine froze pretty bad because they owed money to Russia for gas. That probably will happen again too. We'll have to see what happens, but I mean, it's still going to be a lot of challenges for these different countries. That's a good point, though. All right, guys, it is 12:25 in the afternoon, and I have to get the laundry in soon and other stuff done. And so I'm going to get ready to start wrapping this up right now. And just say that I'm very glad we had a good show today. We got a lot of things covered, that's for sure. One, we found out that Noodles has the hots for Blazing Leo. I got a feeling she has the hots for him too. So everybody, of course, welcome back to the show. Burger Boy and Trolling and all the other people, welcome back to the show. Please don't forget to become members. Memberships are start at $5.99. Eventually, I hope to have more layers and memberships. But I really would like to see more of the $5.99 memberships. Check out the Patreon page too. Do we have more Patreon memberships than what we do on YouTube memberships? And I'm going to put some links here for you guys. There's Patreon, there's Discord, and there's Donate. Okay, so check it out. Or is it donation or donations? Okay, I think it's donations, so okay. So check it out. And I hope to have you guys come back on. And don't worry about the past, Burger Boy. I'm sorry I visually accused you of doing something you didn't do. There was a lot going on because of Monica and Charlotte and all the other people. And or is it donate? Are you can't remember your own name? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so then I will highlight the screens that you blocked. First of all, here's the first one. Copy this one. Paste this one out too. Did you paste it? No, I didn't copy it. Well, copy it. So then post a few links you're missing here. That's one. See, Nightbot doesn't do it every night, every day anymore. Okay, because I'm not saying Nightbot doesn't do anything, because Nightbot doesn't post anything that much anymore unless I tell it to. For those of you who didn't block Nightbot, you would have known that Nightbot has been quiet. Yeah. So, all right. So check it out. Those are the links, and so there's the information. So, everybody, I want to say thank you for coming. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'm going to see if I can try to store sorting to the house. You can call it to me anytime, Michelle, as long as I'm not busy. Right. Did Ray come up to pick up the cans yet? I didn't look to see if they were out. The garbage out on the porch, or is he going to come by to pick up the garbage on the porch soon? Thank you very much, Scott. Much appreciated. John Heyman, Krista, can I talk to you? She's on Discord. Her name is Krista on Discord. You can talk to her on Discord. John, she's on Discord. Well, don't worry. I told Nightbot to stop spamming, so you're not going to have to worry about it. So, alright, so today what we're going to do is I'm going to look in the refrigerator, sort of I can sort out the mess in there, organize it better, drink up all the empty, all those water and soda bottles and drink those up. And I'll talk to you guys later. You stay out of trouble now, hey? You hear? Yep. Bye for now, guys. See you tomorrow at 10. Yeah, or earlier. Maybe we should make it whenever we want. No, I actually think we should stick with 10. At least everybody knows what time it is. Oh, that's